Israel strike on Iran yesterday night killed two senior officers, Bashir Soleimani and Ali Radijani, their security chief. That's a big blow to Iran. But no Iran system. These ones will also be replaced soon. If they can be able to replace their own supreme leader, they can replace anybody, and their morale continues. I said every time Iran is not fighting this war to win. They are fighting to survive. They are resisting not to surrender unconditionally. And when you're fighting to survive, you can do anything to survive. Simple. Whereby they are inflicting serious damages on Israel and America. That is a fact. Most of them are always under the bunker or in the bunkers. Americans have their own citizens killed. Embassies strike on fire. Okay? Banks closing up in Middle East. Radar that costs over $1 billion, as we heard, in Bahrain, destroyed. The G6 states are today vulnerable to Iranian missiles. That's a big blow. But those G states will think of their security after this war. And now, tell us the truth. If this US base in their state, in their country, is protecting them or bringing more harm to them, these are things we need to think about. Even today in America, there is fracture taking place little by little. We just saw it on news today that the counter-terrorism head in US has resigned, can't, just because she cannot continue supporting a war, knowing fully well that Iran poses no threat to US. How many will follow after him? That's my guess. Israel just claimed that they have killed Iran's security chief, Ali Radijani, on a strike last night. Wow. If true, actually, it will be a big blow to Iran, though Iran are still, fighting. This war is against them in all odds, but they have proved a point that they are not written off. Having said that, the shocker just happened today. U.S. National Counter-Terrorism Center Director resigns over war in Iran. That's a headline. He said that his conscience cannot carry it because Iran possesses no threat to U.S., which confirms what I have been saying from the beginning. And this war is all about Israel wins, Israel ego, Israel desire. Simple. Because Israel, U.S. is supposed to think of their own soldiers in the Middle East. They are based in the Middle East before thinking of Israel first. But no, you think of Israel, and now your bases are hit state. Your citizens are dying. Your embassies are being affected. And for what? And this people has been under sanction for how many years? Just for standing upright, just for standing for the truth that people in Gaza need to live as human, need to be respected. Yes, they may have a different ideology. Now, they stand in a particular hard line. They don't want to compromise. So what? Is it enough to keep these particular Gazans, Palestinians, the way they have been to death? Genocide happening every day. And Iran stood up. Let us perish, but let us perish with dignity. You see, I'm not surprised today that the West is saying no to Americans. This is your war. It's never NATO war. It's never our war. You started it by yourself without asking us. So fight it. And today, America is angry with his counterpart, for not reciprocating. There are nations that are responsible for their own citizens, and they should make laws that serve their citizens, not to come and flow whims of anybody who say it. Today, you kill Ari Khamenei, their supreme leader. They repress him with another. You kill their security chief, they will still repress him with another. They are born to resist, and they do that resistance. And you are the one seeking for the nations of the world to come and help you, to defeat the same person you say you have destroyed everything he has. We are watching. I said before that Iran Israeli US war is not going the way they planned it from the beginning. Yes, if it's about coming to take away, delete the supreme leader and the politicians, everything will just scatter for the country. It backfired. The regime is still working very well. They're still in control of their country. So it's not going the way they plan. And then this war is so unpopular, not only in the US, unpopular in the whole world. Many people are against it. Many people are even 3 or 4 times against those that are in support of it. And that's the problem here. That for once I'm seeing where the NATO members are finding it difficult to agree with US on a particular project called war against Iran. Now, oh God, Trump is now threatening NATO and his own friends, his own friendly nations. If you don't join to bring peace, to bring orderliness on the Strait of Hormuz, we will not forget. That is called a threat to me because you are forcing them against their own will, against their own decision. But anyway, it's left for them to decide if they want to play that game of intimidation and fall or not. Because if they agree with that kind of intimidation, this cycle will continue. But when they stand and wait for that repercussion, what will happen? You see, this mess we're into today, it will not happen again tomorrow. We will not be fighting unnecessary war because of Israel desire. Because that is all about it. Iran it's no problem to anybody, actually. If you look at it, you are negotiating with them. Next one, you bomb them. They still come back again to negotiate. Your ally are supporting you. Then you still, and your ally are saying, let us wait, the negotiation is going well. All my foreign ministers said it. Even Iran compromised that concession they made. Next one, bombing again. And you want people to be happy about that. So it's not more about stopping Iran for having nuclear weapons because IAEA made it clear they have none. And it's not even, they're not even close to it. Today, you are finding it difficult to convince people to join you in a war you shoot against every other advice. It's an eyes open. I said it every time, arrogance goes before a fall. If this is not humbling and humiliating, then tell me what it is. When an American President Trump will say that Iran is begging them for ceasefire, but it's not ready to negotiate. And Iran came out openly and said they never ask for any ceasefire from you, and they have no interest in asking anything from you, not even to discuss with you. They negotiated the first time, he went behind with Israel and bombed them. Second time, he went behind again and bombed them. That also into this war. They have nothing to talk with you. Now you turn around. We are talking behind, but haven't reached to see. You see, come on, what's all this about? America is a great nation that needs to be respected, but the handling of this war, based on Israeli needs, based on Israeli desire, have caused a lot of damages. Simple. You see, Iran for the first time making it clear that in a few days they will announce their own victory. You see the confidence they have. Because today, the G states cannot talk, they can't breathe, they can't do anything. Fuel, oil is up. Everybody's crying. The whole nation, the world is feeling the impact of Iran's action against Israel and America. No more sure. Sure doesn't work. It's not time to talk, it's a time for action. Everybody's feeling it now. Everybody's asking questions. Why did this war start in the first place? What's the need? Why is genocide happening in Gaza? And they have not stopped it now. And there's no need of stopping it. It jumped into another war. Now another genocide is about to happen in Lebanon, southern Lebanon. But trust his brother that dealing with Israel is much more. Israel have air power, but on ground, that's a fact. You see, arrogance is the beginning of downfall of anybody or any nation. Until Israel understand that Their neighbor is not their enemy, rather they are the enemy of themselves. Until Israel understand that they need to respect their neighbors, work with their neighbors, and live in peace. Not to live white minority style of governance in South Africa. Then, with their neighbors, your own people are the people, superior people to live, where others must serve you. You want more lands, you want more space. Your people are killing their neighbor, Gazans, every day, and you're giving policies that support it. You don't care. And you want people to be happy because America is there. Today, that America who is supporting you, who is protecting you, has been humbled by that Iran. All of you are insulted. America, for the first time, has been humbled in the Middle East. And they know it. And the world know it. And even their allies know it. That's why America is calling their allies to help them today reopen Strait of Hormuz. And their allies are saying, no, we're not coming. Because we don't want to face what we are facing there now. We are looking for a way to control things, to stop this particular disaster we are enduring. Because our people are complaining. My dear, when they say you are nobody, tell them you are somebody. Because Iran just proved it. Not to Israel alone, to America and to the whole world. And we all are witnessing it. Simple. I said to you that arrogancy goes before a fall. You see, America never respected nations of recent. In fact, they neglected NATO, which they are part of, before stepping into war with Israel against Iran, unprovoked. For the first time, American allies are against America. That Spain forgot about all the fears, came out and spoke openly. We don't need war. Now, America claimed that Iran is finished. There's no other place to bomb in Iran. But still, the same Iran is striking American base till date, striking Israel every night, every day. The most areas in Israel are deserted. And you still claim they have no weapons, they have no missiles, but they're showing what they can do. Now, America is calling his allies to join him and strike against Iran in that particular Strait of Hormuz. According to you, Iran has nothing again. You have destroyed their military assets. They are begging you for reconciliation, but you need people to help you to break that particular Strait of Hormuz. Since you're the Almighty, so powerful, you don't need anybody to step into your affair. Why don't you go alone? Because you know it's a suicide mission. You are not able to win them in the battlefield yet, and you claim you have won. But from back, you are discussing with them for a solution. That's quite funny, you know. You see, today, Germany and Greece are saying, count me out. I'm not joining you. I'm not sending any of our ship to that Strait of Hormuz. No. In fact, Britain, their closest ally, is the one speaking with their allies to know if they will join. Japan, count me out. I'm not interested. I'm not joining. Russia is not going. China, no way. The funny thing is that the main allies, the Western world, NATO members are not interested to go, to join. Because you never call them. You never take them serious. You follow Israel, Netanyahu, that have been working for over 40 years for this war. And Netanyahu, who can't even defend himself, he can't defend Israel without you, America. We all know that. If Israel and Iran, Israel will be deserted within weeks. The only thing Israel can do is to use nuclear weapons, nothing more. They know that. They can't stand Iran. Iran had been under sanction for years. Imagine if such a nation, Iran, had not been under sanction. They were able to buy the flight they want to buy everything, and the Air Force is working very well as your own is working. Can you even near them 1/4? They will eliminate you easily. With all the sanctions, America is asking the ally to help them defeat Iran. Hey God, that's very funny. And now, Trump is threatening NATO's. I just say it on the world. If you people do not help us now, that we're in need of you, NATO will have issue later. God, they're very funny. Don't they say Iran is nobody? They can finish Iran under 1 second. So why do you need NATO? Japan, Australia say we are not sending our ships to any Strait of Hormuz. We are not risking it at all. Now Iran is giving condition. Our friends are free to pass Strait of Hormuz, no problem. But our enemies cannot pass. If we pass, we finish you. That's the next condition now. So people don't want to provoke Iran. It's better we're on the safer side. Let us obey, pass, no problem, than to follow you, cause more issue. Everything is up. Oil. Nothing is working. Arrogancy is the beginning of the downfall of anyone. That's my case.